Guys, what it is up? It is your boy Chris Colgan with eXp Realty powered by Place. Are you gonna subscribe to this channel?
Yes!
Are you gonna like and comment on this video?
Yes!
Great, well let's get right into the video. Today I want to be teaching you about 5 easy ways to get new listings if you are a realtor looking to get some listings, which realtor isn't looking to get some listings, but I'm gonna go over some 5 cheap ways that you can get real estate listings without spending a ton of money on Zillow or mailing out postcards for years upon years on end. So let's get right into it. These are all things that I have done. Now, each of them I don't do consistently. I'd be lying to you if I said I did, but I have done all of them because some of them, they're just not me. So take what you can out of this, take it and run with it, or maybe implement 1 or 2 of these, master it, and then add on another pillar because you want to have as many pillars as you can with getting listings and buyers. But the number one thing that I would do is something that a lot of investors do or home flippers. It's called looking for vacant houses and either looking up their person's phone number or just mailing to them and looking up in the tax record or the county record and figuring out what the owner's mailing address is and asking them, saying, hey, you know what?
I have a buyer, or I see your house is vacant. Are you thinking about selling it?
It's either someone who inherited the house or it's a rental and they can't find a renter, so they may want to sell the property. So there's something called driving for dollars that a lot of flippers and investors do, and they actually drive around and look for houses that are vacant, and then they do a reverse search, and there's an app that I can give you guys. I'll put it in the description below, but it'll show you their information, their phone number, who owns it, their mailing address, and give them a call and just ask if they're thinking about selling the house and just say,
hey, you know what, I drove by, I saw it was vacant, and this
app will actually map out where you've driven and everything, so you don't have to go back to that same area or maybe that house that you keep going back and forth on. They will show you can even mail directly right from this app. Some vacant homes, number 1, is definitely key. Number 2 is going to be expireds. You can attack expireds 2 different ways, right? So now that the market is truly shifting, expires are coming more and more. What happened? A lot of times agents overprice these things, or the houses are in terrible shape and you got to get in there and fix it up or help them get it staged. There's 2 things you can do. Either A, give them a call and see what's going on. Are they still thinking about selling? They're just taking a break for the holidays. What is their deal? And keep in mind, some of these people are going to be upset. So you got to keep consistently calling. The other way is mailing, which you will not get as good as a result, but I'd rather have you doing something than nothing at all. So if you just want to mail to them, I can give you a copy of my whole expired letter campaign if you just shoot me an email and tell me in the email that you subscribe to my channel, and then also comment subscribe, and I will give you my whole expired mailing campaign, even if you're in my marketplace, and you can use it as well. I've sold many listings through the years with this campaign.
You've always got my back.
Number 3, you can buy a list of notice of default. What does that mean? The person has missed a payment and now they are behind on payments, and most likely they are in a situation where they need to sell. A lot of times you will see someone lost their job or they're in a divorce, and I always say I'm out here to help people. So I will give them a call and just say,
hey, look, are you thinking about selling the house? You know, what are your plans? What are your real estate related plans?
Have a conversation with them. You don't want to call them and say,
hey, you know what, I just saw that you missed a payment, can I help you?
You don't want to do that, but there's scripts out there that you can certainly look up. Use a script. There's systems out there that will sell you these lists of people who've gone in default. A lot of times it'll be credit bureaus, credit card companies that sell these lists, and you can just buy the list right away and mail to them and get to them before they get to foreclosure and help them out. Or maybe, you know what, even help them out. You can help them get a new loan or figure out their situation and get a new referral source and be the hero and save the day and be a good agent, but that is another great source. Number 4 is going to be circle prospecting. You can use a company like RedX. They will give you all the data. You can call around neighborhoods, so don't be calling people on the do not call list. If you can call around neighborhoods like the neighborhood you live in and say, hey, you know what, I have a buyer looking in the area. Are you thinking about selling your home, or are you thinking about selling in the future? Now, more than likely, no one is going to tell you, you know what, I am thinking about selling my home right this second. This is a true follow-up and nurture game, so you want to make sure you get them in a good CRM like Brivity. Follow up with them and just keeping at it. Fortune is in the follow-up, is what I always say. But what I've seen though, people honestly have to get anywhere from like 30 to 50 contacts to get a listing out of a circle prospecting. So you definitely want to use an auto dialer like Mojo Sells or whatever. whatever, but like I said, just be careful with that do not call list. Number 5, open houses. What do you mean? I thought open houses were for buyers. No, you can get sellers too. Who usually walks in to an open house? A bunch of nosy neighbors who want to know what the house looks like. Maybe the house looks like crap on the outside and they want to see if the inside looks the same, or maybe they heard the owner was a great interior decorator. They're just nosy. They want to see the inside of it. What you do is you say, hey, you know what? Thanks for coming by. While I'm here, do you mind if I come by and take a look at your house? I can tell you what I think it would sell for in today's market. No, you can't. My house is dirty. Oh, don't worry about it. It'll only take a few minutes. I can come by and take a look. Well, no, not today. Well, how about next week? You get out there, you get in front of them, follow up somehow, nurture them, email them, mail them a CMA. A lot of times these people are curious future sellers. If you hold a bunch of open houses and you just do that consistently, you will get a ton of sellers. My business partner, Ben Kenny, always tells a story of the top agent he's ever seen come onto the scene. Grandma Gail, she's a great lady. Her first year in the business, she sold 62 deals. Damn, girl! And she started December 1st and she held open houses daily. She didn't care if it was from 2 to 5 or 4 to 6. And this was out in a cold dead of winter in Washington State. She sold 62 homes strictly doing open houses. So let me tell you something. If Grandma Gail, who's like 70, can sell 62 homes doing open houses, you definitely can too. So definitely add that as a source. I hope you appreciated this video. I will link down in the description below some resources where you can buy lists and things like that to how to get some of these sources, but definitely subscribe to my channel. As always, we'll see you at the top or from the top.